Welcome, class, to Lesson 4-12. Today, strong mathematicians can write equations and solve real-world problems. And just when you thought we could get away from word problems for a while, we're back at them, but we can tackle them because we got the skills and strategies to be successful. So grab your notebook, grab your pencil, jot down today's date, jot down the name of the lesson, and let's get started. So remember our word problem strategy you seen this before. Say, put the pencil down, right? Read the problem twice and visualize what the problem is telling you. Remember our saying, when in doubt, draw it out. Circle the question that you need to find and then relax, persevere. And then when you're done with all that hard work, make sure you label, label, label. And with that, let's get started with these problems. So Julio and Myra had a pottery stand at an annual craft fair. They sold some of their pottery at the original price of $13 each and made $780. Later in the day, they decreased the price of each item by $4 and sold 20 more items. How much money did they make in all that day? All right, there's lots going on. I'm going to read it one more time. So Julio and Myra had a pottery stand at an annual craft fair. They sold some of their pottery at the original price of $13 and made $780. So they have this, okay. Later in the day, they decreased the price of each item by $4 and sold 20 more items. How much money did they make in all that day? So my question I'm going to look for is, how much money did they make in all that day? So let's figure this out. So how much money to start with? So they sold some of their pottery at the original price of $13, and they made, okay, so I have this part. So I know they made $780 to start. Okay? And now it says later that day they decreased the price of each item by $4. So, well, they made this money, they're going to make some more money, so I make sure I need to add these two together. So they decreased the price by $4. So I got to have 13 minus 4 because they sold it at a discount. And they sold 20 more items. I'm going to take that number, times it by 20. So I can put parentheses around my subtraction first. I make sure I do that before I multiply. Then multiply next to that one. Then I'm going to add. That looks good. Equals, we'll put M for money. So if we start to do this right now to figure out how much they make, our next step of the equation. So this would be 780 plus 9 times 20 equals M. Now our next step would be to multiply. So 780 plus 9 times 20 is 180 equals M, which then means I need to add those two numbers up. So 780 plus 180 equals 0. 6, carry the 1. 1 plus 7 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So 960 equals M, but what does 960 mean? It was said how much money, and they were spending money in dollars, so it would be $960. So you can pause your notes right now, write down this information to help you through the steps of this problem and how we figured it out and solved it out. Also slide it back here for the work. And then if you want to slide and read the problem again, right there's a problem with most of the work you can put together. Our next problem, the employees at a pottery warehouse were packing boxes of vases to be delivered by truck. They packed 824 small vases in boxes that each held 8 vases. They also packaged 296 large vases in boxes that each hold 4 vases. How many boxes did the workers pack in all? All right, there's a lot of numbers going on. There's vases, there's boxes, so let's read it again and make sense of this one. So we've got the employees at a pottery warehouse are packing boxes of vases to be delivered by truck. They packed 824 small vases in boxes that each held 8 vases. All right. They also packaged 296 large vases in boxes that each hold 4 vases. How many boxes did the workers pack in all? All right, so our question is, how many boxes did the workers pack in all? So we're thinking about how many boxes. So for start right now, it said, so the boxes to be delivered by truck, they packaged 824 small ones in boxes that each held 8 vases. So each box would hold 8. So I'd be dividing by 8. That would be like my small vases. And I want to know how many boxes the workers pack in all. So I'm going to add now the number of small vases, which was 296. And they said in boxes that each held 4. So I'd divide that number by 4. And when I'm done, this would equal B for boxes. So I've taken the parts of it. I'm thinking like, so this is how many boxes of large vases are right here. This is how many small boxes or boxes of small vases are right there. So I'm going to do these two parts. So 8 divided by 824. 8 goes into 8 one time. 8 times 8 is 1. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. Bring down the 2. Remember, 8 can't go into 2, so I have to put a 0 in that tens place to hold it. And now I can just bring down the 4. 8 can go into 24 3 times, which gives me approximately 0 for that. So it was 103 large boxes of small vases. Plus, now my next problem is, so 296 divided by 4. 4 can go into 2. Nope. 4 can go into 29. 7 times. 4 times 7 is 28. 29 minus 28 is 1. 1's less than 4, so I'm going to bring down the 6. 4 can go into 16. 4 times 4 is 16. Gives me a 0. That means there were 74 boxes that were of the large vase variety. Now all I need to do is my last and least step would be to add 103 plus 74, which would give me an answer of 177. So 177, and this would be boxes, is what they packed. So you can pause the video right now, rewatch it, and see how we work through all the steps of this word problem that can help you with solving your word problems. And I can draw a big line on your piece of paper, right? Box 3, now your turn. So here we go, the word problem. Last month, Mr. Smith bought 65 small cans of paint for his pottery shop. This month, he bought 4 times as many small cans of paint. How many small cans of paint did he buy this month? So you want to pause the video, read it again, and see if you can write an equation and solve this problem. Good luck. And another one we have is last year there were 3,875 different pottery items for sale at a large craft show. This year, there were 1,260 fewer pottery items for sale at the craft show. How many pottery items were for sale at the craft show this year? So see if you can read that one. There's a lot of this year and that year to make sure you read carefully the question and see if you can pause the video and solve it. Good luck. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to write them down or share them out. Also, any strategies that you use to help you, make sure you include those so we can help others who still might be struggling. And again, thanks for another great lesson.